Meow, 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 meow. Podcast time.
Is that a Pikachu? What up? So it's Kay here, and we're doing something a little bit different today. Today we're going over the top 5 wide receivers and top 5 tight ends in Madden 17. And alongside me, we have C-Fonz.
That will be me right here.
So first we're going to go over the top 5 receivers, and then we're going to go over the top 5 tight ends. We are going to keep this a little bit short and a little bit sweet. I don't want to, lose your guys' attention spans, At number 5 at wide receivers, we have DeAndre Hopkins off of the Texans. 93 overall, 92 speed, 97 catching, 98 catching traffic, or 98 spectacular catch, 96 catching traffic, 95 route running. As you guys know, he's turned up ever since entering the league. He has not ever really had a great quarterback or great offense, period, to help him out. So obviously, he will be a little bit stuck in the shadows as a wide receiver because most of the wide receivers today are on a premier offense. For example, Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, who I'm sure you guys will see later on in this video. What do you think about him at number 5?
I actually do like him at number 5, man. I think that his spectacular catch is right on point. The Texans is just not viewed as one of those top teams. They do have Brock this year, though, so that will be interesting to see how that goes going forward. I think he's gonna be in the top 3 in all wide receiver categories.
Well, those are pretty bold words considering the amount of great receivers in the NFL. But honestly, DeAndre Hopkins put the team on his back with 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns. Very impressive once again considering their quarterback and offensive situation. So now to number 4, we have the all-popular Odell Beckham Jr. off the Giants, who's entering his 3rd season. And after his rookie year, obviously, one of the most stellar rookie years ever, if not the most stellar rookie year in NFL history, he picked it up exactly where he left it off in the 2nd season and cooked as well. And so his name's pretty self-explanatory. His name is actually turned into a brand. So 93 speed, 97 agility, 99 spectacular catch, you can't argue with that, 92 catch of traffic, 96 route running with a 93 overall. And at number 3 we have the premier deep threat in the league, AJ Green, with a 93 overall, 97 jumping, 95 catching, 94 catching traffic, 95 route running, and 91 speed, guys. So after entering into the league in 2011, AJ Green has put up over 1,000 yards every single season, even with that foot injury. Last season, he cooked with 10 touchdowns and 1,300 yards. And also in his 2012 and 2013 campaign, he put up over 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns in each. It's hard to argue that this man is not elite. He is definitely defines the word consistent. So at number 2, we have Julio Jones with a 96 overall with 94 route running, 95 catching traffic, 96 jumping, 98 catching, and 93 speed. Julio Jones is definitely up there in top 3 wide receivers in the league for sure. But also the thing is, Julio Jones has had durability issues even when playing a full season. Like last season, I'm pretty sure he was on a snap count and he played limited snaps, and he still put up 1,800 yards. That is ridiculous,
and
guys.
led the league in catches too, 136.
Yep.
Or tied
with Antonio Brown, which gets us to the number 1 wide receiver in Madden 17, Antonio Brown, the Steeler, who was, I believe, drafted in the 6th round, and he's also a short guy, but hey, he just proves that a finesse kind of player can, dominate this league. It's not all about size. We have Antonio Brown, the 97 overall with 98 route running, 97 elusiveness, 99 catching, 98 agility, 93 speed, and 99 of a kick.
What I find interesting is that EA even threw that he has a 69 throwing power there.
As you guys know, Pittsburgh have had a solid wide receiving core. They always have. Think about it. They have had Hines Ward, Antoine Randall. They've had Mike Wallace. They've had Santonio Holmes. They've had Emmanuel Sanders. They've always had solid wide receivers. And after Mike Wallace left, Antonio Brown decided to step it up, and he sure has not looked back. Definitely a top wide receiver, 136 receptions, tied with Julio Jones. So that wraps up the top 5 wide receivers. Now we're going to go to the top 5 tight ends. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to make this a little bit faster as this did roll on much longer than I wish. At 5, we have Jimmy Graham, the former Saint, on the Seahawks with 94 speed, 67 run blocking, 93 spectacular catch, 87 catch of traffic, and 85 route running. What do you think about that?
I do like Jimmy Graham. I don't think that he has played as well as he really, maybe his Saints years, but I do like him at number 5. I don't think I would put anybody else at number 5.
Jimmy Graham has lost a lot of production after going to the Seahawks. It's hard to blame him as he's in a new system. And let's be serious, Drew Brees, that's a passing offense. The one thing about Jimmy Graham is he's not the greatest run blocker. Everybody knows that. It's kind of hard for him to get lower pad level on shorter guys, but hey, he can still do his thing. He can make some amazing catches. So at number 4, we have Tyler Eifert, the 90 overall with 82 speed, 78 run blocking, 89 spectacular catch, 88 catching traffic, and 85 route running. Andy Dalton's one of his favorite weapons on his offense.
So Tyler Eifert had 13 touchdowns last year, man. He led
13?
all tight ends. Yes, 13.
That's crazy.
And that was really his breakout year. He's been in the league for 3 years. He's going into his 4th year. He definitely came out to play last year.
So 615 yards, but I mean, 13 touchdowns. Obviously, he was the red zone target. Obviously, whenever they got into the red zone, they're just saying, here, Tyler, catch this ball, and he will come down with it. And at number 3, we have the former 49er, Delanie Walker, who went to the Tennessee Titans a couple of years back. 93 overall, 85 speed, 91 run blocking, 77 spectacular catch, 75 catch traffic with 82 route running. Only started 10 games, played 15, 1,000 yards, 1,000 yards, 1K. That is a lot for a tight end. And of course, he can run block, hence why they love him in that option system. So very great overall for Delanie Walker. That 91 run blocking just shows how important the ugly, gritty stuff is. And at number 2, we have Greg Olson, the 93 overall Panther with 85 speed, 64 run blocking, 90 spectacular catch, 93 catching traffic, 92 route running.
Wow. Greg Olson has been super consistent, man. He's averaged 5 touchdowns for every year that he's been in the league, and 1,000 yards for the past 2. Obviously, he didn't have Kelvin Benjamin last year, so maybe he got a couple of extra touches, but he did have Kelvin the year before.
I don't know. I was about to say, if you see him the year before.
And he had 84 receptions, so it'll be interesting to see what this year is like, but I do like him at number 2. I like Greg Olson, man. Miami, I follow Miami a little bit from time to time.
The Hurricanes.
And yeah.
People are starting to see him as one of the most dependable pass catchers and one of the go-to targets and definitely a top tight end in the league. I like him there at number 2. And at number 1, we have Gronk. Rob Gronkowski, the 99 overall with 84 speed, 92 run blocking, 94 spectacular catch, 98 catching traffic, 89 route running.
Double-digit touchdowns every year that he has played and has been, somewhat healthy, man. In 2012, he only played 11 games, but he had 11 touchdowns.
Yeah, and 2013, was that the year he tore his ACL?
Yep, and he still managed to get 4 touchdowns in those 7 games, man. There's probably some tight ends that played the whole year and can't get 4 touchdowns.
If you have a tight end, he should be a hybrid player of someone that's a receiver, someone that's a blocker, and also a little bit of crazy in you, and Gronk definitely has that. Like, he tore his ACL trying to hurdle somebody. And obviously, all of you guys know Gronk. Gronk is a madman, but you gotta love that in a tight end position. So I'm liking that too. Gronkowski, the Madden 17 cover boy with the number 1 ratings. But before we wrap up this video, receivers, any snubs? Not any snubs, honorable mentions.
Allen Robinson would be my honorable mention for wide receiver. I wouldn't put him too far off. I would be surprised if he's not like a 90 or a 91. If he's below a 90, I will be kind of unhappy about that. But aside from that, I like the top 5. For tight ends, it'd be kind of close. Gary Barnidge obviously probably should have a pretty high overall, but once again, we're talking about top 5.
Yeah, top 5, and Gary Barnidge really turned up last year. Man, remember, these ratings are always done by consistency and dominance of the league over time. For example, if one player does good one season, that doesn't make him a 9.9 overall or a high overall. That just means he played good the next season. But if he does it again, chances are he's going to cook.
Jordan Reed example.
I honestly think Jordan Reed is an honorable mention. Obviously, this is very good company that you have up here.
Yeah.
These are very good company, but Jordan Reed, when healthy, is one of the greatest tight ends in the league. He is a master of making separation, a very fast player, or very fast tight end that can, get past those linebackers and make a nice catch. But for me, I feel like people keep on forgetting, how is Dez Bryant not in the top 5? How? Come on, man. Okay, he's arguably number 5th in my books. Once again, very good competition, so I can't be that mad that he didn't get on the board. But let's be serious. Dez Bryant is he's a destructor. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. He's just a monster. I can't sum up what Dez Bryant is. Let's be serious, guys. Dez Bryant, his rookie year, 12 games, 500 yards, 6 touchdowns. 2011, 9 touchdowns. Basically, he just was on the steep incline. And then 12 through 14, double-digit touchdowns. And then 2014, he averaged a touchdown a game. And then 2015, I believe he broke his foot. So, I mean, you know, I can see why they took him off the list, but I do think Dez Bryant should have a 94 overall. I think Dez Bryant's deserving of a 94 overall. We're gonna wrap up this video. We just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, leave some love down below in the comment section. Also, remember to list some honorable mentions. Peace.